This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. If you've been following me, you know I cover Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard and the ongoing court case. But I also like to follow iOTillet's because he's somebody who says that Amber is in the right, they've got the evidence, but he doesn't really keep his mouth shut on Twitter, and sometimes he says some pretty silly things. Wanted to go over a few tweets of his here. These first ones aren't so bad, but let's just take a quick look. I agreed to discuss my book, and Gills Hattersley spun it to be me talking about them to benefit myself. Absolutely disgusting, zero integrity. The Sunday Times, the ST Magazine, this is appalling and a disgusting manipulation. I never agreed to discuss this with you. Make this right. So, like I said, these first ones here aren't so bad, but his attitude is very like, you know, I'm right, shut up, this is how it is. I just don't think he's a very credible person. Let's take a look at a few more. I am appalled. I never sat down to discuss my friends or their marriage. I said that was off limits. I was tricked by Gills Hattersley. So profoundly bummed on the media right now. Manipulations and Frankenstein information from shoddy tabloid sources in the first place. Now look, I'm not saying everybody has to be a saint, but I'm saying, you know, can you just at least have like a mature argument, write a couple of sentences, take the higher ground, be the better person. Don't just speak like you're pissed and you were tricked and F you and all this. But like I said, these here weren't so bad. But alright, we see the attitude coming through a little bit. So, he responds to this one here. A little bit blurry, best I could get it, but I think it's readable. How you've got the cheek to comment on other people's intelligence, I think they meant people's, is actually mind-boggling. You and your hoax-loving mate were dumb enough to try and pull off a scam at a time where there are CCTV cameras everywhere, you fucking donut. Now, like I said before, he's getting attacked, but he's the one who's somewhat famous. So if his response was mature and it came through like this person was being the aggressor, like this person was being the idiot, then I would respect iOTillet's. But what Tillett does, well, let's take a look. He's yelling. Have you ever seen me on it? No, you fucking donut. You fucking donut. There never collected evidence from me because it all corroborates what I've said, you fucking donut. Why don't you ask them for evidence like my phone flight record cell pings if you want justice? Oh right, you don't, donut. Fucking donut. He has to keep saying it. Like, this response here is something that like a 16-year-old kid should give, basically. So I get it. Like I said, he's frustrated, he was attacked, it was pretty nasty, but when you respond like this, it doesn't make you look so good. If he just responded with, like I said, 6 mature sentences like an adult, people reading would be like, alright, this guy got attacked, but, you know, it looks like he's the one who's got his head on his shoulders. Now he looks like a fucking donut, basically. Whatever that means, whatever that joke is. So, another point I want to make is when your friend is in a high-profile court case, you should just shut your mouth and not say anything and not get involved with, you know, no offense, like nobodies on Twitter. But he does. And I've got more of this. I've got threads where he just keeps going. So he's asked, so you framed her father? And he responds, y'all are insane believing all this random shit on the internet and harassing me over it. Do you all understand that there is a trial being prepared? Do you get that means evidence is being prepared? Do you all seriously think I made a bunch of baseless statements with no evidence to back it up? Are you that easily to manipulate and fool? Try that again. Are you that easily to manipulate and fool? All it takes is some YouTuber troll and a bunch of bots. So he was actually at one point replying to Incredibly Average. I don't know if this comment is about Incredibly Average or maybe one of us or something like that. But, you know, this is the kind of shit he says. Some YouTuber troll and a bunch of bots. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you guys his tweets and giving you guys my opinion. I'm not trolling anyone. What a troll does is they put out a statement they don't even believe to get responses and trigger people. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm exposing his attitude. And you guys, please let me know what you think of his attitude. You know, I go on Twitter. I argue with people. Sometimes it gets a little heated. I've cut back because it's a big waste of time. But, you know, when I am arguing with somebody, I try not to curse. I have rarely ever cursed. I've rarely ever given someone an F you, troll, you suck, things like that, because it makes me look bad. It makes me look like an idiot. It makes me look like I'm out of control. But I guess iOTillet's doesn't understand. People are reading his tweets, and they're making judgments on him by that. And he's involved in a pretty big case for the most part. He was at the wedding of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. He was beating on someone or something like that. So, with all these eyes on him, he can't keep his mouth shut on Twitter? Low common sense. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Do a shoutout right now. Gonna do a shout out to Queerty, if that's how you say that. Appreciate the support on Twitter. Thank you, sir. Give him a follow, maybe. And a shout out to Vivian Priss, who gave me some tweets from IO I will get into a little bit later on, because I guess there's plenty of them. And a shout out to Frances Marie. I have given her ones in the past. She asked me for one, and when you ask, you get. There you go. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'm doing Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard, pop culture, little Star Wars, Japan vlogs, whatever I feel like. I'm a little bit of a hack, but that's what it says in the name of the channel, so that should be expected. See you next time.